In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw shapes using Adobe Illustrator. We'll look at creating and editing simple shapes. We'll look at duplicating, alignment, and I'll show you how to combine shapes to create a vector design. We are going to start with the shape tool, which is located in the left toolbar right here. It shows a rectangle in the toolbar, but if you click and hold it, you'll see several shapes underneath this initial shape. So we have a rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, which is used to draw circles, polygon, star, and flare tool. We'll start with just the rectangle tool. And you see my cursor turns into this plus sign. This is indicating that I can start drawing. So if I just click and hold and drag, I can draw a rectangle shape. So if I let go of my mouse, it has now created a shape for me. Now let's try some of the other shape tools. So if I go into the shape tool and go to ellipse, I can then draw a circle. If you hold down Shift on your keyboard, that will create a perfectly proportionate circle or square. This works for the rectangle tool also. So if I hold down Shift, I can create a perfect circle. And let's try another shape here. How about the rounded rectangle tool? I'm going to hold down Shift to get a perfect square this time. Just by holding down Shift, you can see that I now have a rounded rectangle. A lot of designs start with these simple shapes: circles, squares, rectangles. So knowing how to draw simple shapes is very important for design. So now that I drew some shapes, I want to maybe move them around. So we're going to use our arrow tools at the top, which are called the selection tools. I'm just going to click on this filled selection tool. And this allows me to click and drag and move my shapes around. I can also resize my shapes with the selection tool. So if I just click the edge of a shape, either the corner or the side, I can resize my shapes. Same with the circle. And again, if you want to keep it proportionate, you need to hold down Shift. So look, I can scale my shape also. Every shape that you draw in Illustrator will have a fill color. And you can see what the color is and change the color with our left toolbar here. You can see all three of these shapes are filled with white and they have a black outline. So you can see the fill and the stroke right here. A stroke is just an outline, by the way. So this is a black outline around this shape. So what if we wanted to change the fill color or the stroke? Let's select one of our shapes, and you can change it from either this left toolbar or your properties panel. And if you don't see the properties panel, go up to Window, Properties, and it should appear. So I'm just going to go to the left toolbar and double click on this white fill color. And this now allows me to select any color of the rainbow by using this selection color box, or it can also drag to different hues up here. And this area also allows you to put in specific hex code, which is a web color format, CMYK color codes, or RGB. So just click OK. So now I've changed the fill of this shape. Let's also change the stroke. And I'll do that from the properties panel over here. If you click on stroke, you can change the stroke color. I'm just going to choose a color here. How about hot pink? And now I'm also going to change the stroke weight. I'm just going to increase the stroke weight here so this line gets thicker. Let's zoom into this shape and we'll change the color and stroke on it as well. So let's change our fill color. I'll just choose something from this list. Let's say I don't want a stroke. I want to remove the black outline. If you click on stroke, in our swatch tiles down here, you can see this red X through one of the swatches. If you just click that, it removes the stroke completely. You also have more stroke options up here in Window, Stroke. You can really get into refining the weight of this. You can also choose if you want the stroke on the inside of the shape or the outside of the shape, or make it a dashed stroke. Okay, I'm going to remove this stroke again. And I wanted to zoom into this rounded rectangle. I want to increase the roundedness of the corners. You see this little dot around each of our corners. If I just click and drag that dot, it's going to change the rounded corner radius of my shape. And then if I hold down Shift, I can change the corner radius of all of my corners at the same time. You can also double click into these little circles and you'll get some options that you can specify specific corner radiuses for each of your corners or all together. So if we wanted this rounded corner to be 20, for instance, we could specify that number here. Now, if I wanted to duplicate this shape, we can do that very easily by holding down the Option key on a Mac or Control on a PC. Click and drag, and it creates a new shape. You can also copy and paste. So Command C and then Command V. And let's duplicate that again. If I hold down Option and Shift at the same time, I can now duplicate this shape and have it perfectly align with the previous shape. Speaking of alignment, you have some align tools in Adobe Illustrator that are very helpful when working with shapes. So if you select two shapes, you can either see the alignment tools in your properties panel right here, or you can go up to Window, Align, and you get this little box with your alignment tools. So let's say these weren't aligned. You could align these very easily by using some of these options here. So vertical align top. I'm going to reduce the size of these and copy one more over. The distance between these shapes is currently a little off. This one's wider than this. So if I select all three, I can also use this distribute spacing option. And it perfectly distributes the space and makes them perfectly aligned in the same distance between each other. And let's say these were different sizes. You could also select all three and have them all center align. So if your shapes feel messy or uneven on your artboard, the Align tool makes it easy to line everything up and make them a lot more clean. And it uses math to do that, not just your eye. So another really cool thing that you can do with Adobe Illustrator is you can combine simple shapes to build more complex graphics. Let's start with this simple circle. I'm actually going to fill this circle with a color. In my toolbar, I'm just going to flip this black stroke to be the fill instead. And let's duplicate this circle. I'm going to hold down Option and then just overlap the two circles like this. So they're still separate shapes. So if I select both of these shapes, and let's go find our Pathfinder tool, and we're going to combine these shapes. Go up to Window, Pathfinder, and we can click Merge right here in the Pathfinder. If you hover over each of these, you'll see the names as well. And there's lots of cool options in here. You can subtract, add shapes, merge shapes, divide shapes, but let's click Merge. And what that did, it now made one shape instead of two. So with the Pathfinder, let me show you some other cool things you can do with it. So I'm going to quickly draw a circle, and I'm going to lighten this up. Let's make it a medium gray. I'm going to make some kind of emoji or a happy face. Let's use a rectangle tool, and I'm going to draw some eyeballs. I'll just make these black for now. I'm going to duplicate that, and let's use the ellipse tool and draw a little nose. And I'm quickly going to remove one of these points to draw a mouth as well. Okay, so I could quickly align these elements. I'm going to select the squares and make sure they're aligned top, and then select the nose and the mouth and make sure they're aligned. And then I'll just hold down Shift to select multiple shapes. And I'm just going to scoot everything up a little bit. So currently these are all separate shapes. If I move this back, circle, it is not attached. But one thing I could do with my Pathfinder is if I select all the shapes by clicking and dragging and selecting them all at once with my selection tool, I can choose a couple different things over here to remove these shapes from my background shape. One is called the minus front. So that removes any shape that's in front of my back shape, it just removes it. So by clicking minus front, I have now made one shape. You can also do this with the divide tool in the Pathfinder area. So divide allows me now to just delete all these shapes, and it essentially cut the shapes out of the background shape. So now I have one shape that I can colorize. And if I move this off of the artboard, you can see that these truly are cut out now. Once you're comfortable building shapes, you can then do even more complex combining and removing of shape sections using the Shape Builder tool. So in this next video, I'm going to show you how to use the Shape Builder tool using Adobe Illustrator. If you'd like to try Adobe Illustrator, you can find a free trial link in the description below this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment below, and subscribe to Cry Studio for more design tutorials. Thanks so much.